Have you ever used a dynamic dimension bar graph? One of the dimensions have very few values and the other one has a lot of values, so you cannot decide whether to choose the standard view or entire view, because standard view gives you something like this, but if you change it to entire view it becomes messy for larger number, while the dimensions which has less values becomes better. So this looks awkward, right? It looks like Tableau booked extra seating here, but nobody showed up. This usually happens when different dimensions return different number of members. When one dimension has more values and another has fewer, Tableau still reserves layout space. So let's solve this structurally. First of all, what we will do is we will create two bar graphs, and this separation give us layout control. Second step, what we are gonna do is create two calculated fields. One is dim count high, and this is what you're gonna use. We're gonna use LOD fixed for this. What it will do is it will tell us whether the dimensions members that we are seeing is greater than 20 or not. I have chosen 20. You can choose any number that you like. Similarly, for the low count, I have just added less than equal to 20. And as the name suggests, you must have already guessed it that bar graph high will have dim count high filter set to true, and bar graph low will have dim count low filter set to true. So what we have done is basically controlled the layout. Okay, if my particular number of members are this much only, then show me this sheet, otherwise show me the other sheet. For bar graph high, you have to keep the view as standard, and for bar graph low you have to keep the view as entire. Now we are done with sheets, so what we are gonna do now is place those sheets in the dashboard and finish our solution. I'm gonna take a vertical container and I'm gonna use tiled, not floating, because tiled allow you to overlap two sheets easily. So I'm gonna just put a vertical container here first. Then I'm going to put my bar graph high over here, hide the title. Looks nice. It is there. Now I'm gonna drag my bar graph low also. I'll put it here, hide the title, and we are done. Now when I switch to country, you see we get the entire view and we don't have that extra spacing anymore that we earlier had. If you're working with dynamic dimensions in Tableau, this approach keeps your dashboard clean and adaptive. If this helped, subscribe. I'll keep sharing practical fixes like this. Ask me in the comment if you want a video on something that is an issue to you and you would like me to show you how to fix it. Thank you so much. See you again.